switch it on. Right, so high knees, let's get them knees coming up, work them arms as well. That's it. Good. Good, and then take it into a little bit of a jog. So nice and gentle, just slowly get you warm. Good, can you kick your feet up at the back? Good, let's roll these shoulders. And forwards. And let's circle these arms back. And forwards. My watch is already flashing up 10%. Okay, can we do alternate arms? So starting at the top, one's going to go forwards and one's backwards. Good. And if you can go the other way. Good, well done, guys. Okay, let's twist, torso twists. Nice and gentle. If you want to take it a little bit further, you can take the head around as well. That might make you a little bit dizzy. Good, double bounce on one side, double bounce on the other, just gently. Okay, let's side stretch. Good. And the other way. Good, and again. So over to the side and then reach forwards and flatten your back. Good. Back to the side and up. Let's go the other way. Over to the side. Hold it there. Reach forwards. Flat back if you can. Good. Back to the side. And up. Well done. Okay, let's rotate the hips. So hip circles. And the other way. Good, just rock your hips from side to side and just gently stretch out the inner thigh. Good, let's lift up the knees and open the hips. Good, shake everything out. Okay, let's kick the legs forward. So forward kicks. If you want to hold on while you're doing it, that's fine, and just kick one leg after the other if you want to do the same leg or alternate. Good. Okay, let's try to the side now. Good. Again, hold on if you need to. Good. Okay, and let's just kick it back into like a landing position. So if you want to put your arms out, that's fine. If you want to hold on to something while you're doing it, not a spiral, just like a landing position one, and then we'll do spiral kickbacks next. Or if you just want to have your arms relaxed, that's fine as well on this. It's not just loosening up that range of movement. Okay, well done. So We're going to do spiral kickbacks, and we're going to do 10 on each leg. So we're going to do the same leg. Ideally hold on to something, a wall or a door frame. And we're going to hold here and we're going to kick 1, 2, 3, and do 10 on each. So up into spiral position, good. Maximizing that range of movement. Good. And swap legs after you've done 10. Try and keep the legs straight. Toe out like a spiral. Pointed. Well done, guys. Good. Have you all got drinks with you? Have a sip of your drink. Okay, so today, let's start with the squat exercises. Oh, it's you can take the middle bit out. Very posh. Okay, so squats first, just to get us warmed up. About shoulder width stance, maybe a little bit wider if you're comfortable with that. Knees over toes, sitting back like you're sitting on a chair. If you need to do it holding on for stability, that's fine. Okay, we're going to go squat, and when we get to the top, I want you to squeeze your glutes, your muscles in your bottom, and you'll feel like you're pushing your hips slightly forwards. We're going to do 10 in a row. So down, good. Keep your heels pressed into the floor, your weight goes through them. Good, I'm getting warm now. Well done. Does that feel all right, guys? Easy peasy. Easy peasy, Jen says. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to add a little bit of movement into it. We're going to go down in a squat. We're going to move our knees outwards slightly, still keeping our feet flat on the floor. Bring them back in and stand up. Now, I would usually do this with a band around my legs, but for today, we're just going to do it without, unless you're used to doing it with one of them small TheraBands around your legs. But we're just going to do it without. Okay, so we're going to do 10 again and just work that movement pattern. So we're going to go down, knees out, knees in, stand up. Down, out, in, up. Good. 3, 4, 5. Good. 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. 10. Well done. So the key to that one is keeping your feet on the floor. Even though we are opening our knees a little bit, you still want to remain with your feet rooted to the floor. Okay. We're going to do another one now. Again, this one is a little bit more difficult. If you need to hold on or it's uncomfortable in any way, just do your normal squats. That's fine. We're going to go down into a squat. Let's see if we can see me over here. I think that's better. Then we're going to lift our heels off, staying in the squat position, back down and stand up. Now, Agnes is going to really thank me for this, and Hattie, because I did some of these. Did I do these yesterday, guys? We did, didn't we? Yeah. Oh, sorry, it's leg day, 2 days on the run today. So we're going to go down, lift our heels, down and stand up. We're going to do 10 in your own time. Don't rush it. Good. This makes the balance a little bit trickier. So if you want to hold on to something as you're doing it, that's fine as well. So do what's comfortable for you. Let me have a look. And this will help with a little bit of ankle stability as well, because you're having to keep them nice and straight. But it's balance and coordination too. And building overall strength. Okay. Thumbs up. Well done. So how many have we done there? We've done normal, we've done knees out, we've done heels up. We're going to do side squats now. So this time we're going to transfer our weight a little bit. So we're going to squat together, squat together. We're going to do 10, squat together, squat together. Again, bottoms back. When you rise up, squeeze down and squeeze. Try and keep the movement quite fluid and smooth. Good. Well done. So that's 40 squats we've done so far. Are we feeling okay? Okay, we'll go for around 50 today. Let's do squat jumps. So 10 squat jumps. Have a drink if you need one. Catch your breath. And for these, we're going to try, Jen's not a fan of these ones, I can see. We're going to try and do them straight after. So without any like pause in the middle. So ideally, it will be 1, 2, so one after the other. And we're exploding out the ground as high as we can. Now, if that is a bit tricky, please do a squat, jump and land, and then go back down into the squat. So you do what's comfortable for you. And also, if it feels a bit wobbly or you're jumping all over the place, like I sometimes do, stand next to something and place a hand on it, do your squat, jump. Just so you've got a little bit of extra support if needed. Good, well done. So ideally on the landing of the squat jump, we want to land deep into the squat. So the landing movement carries on past what would normally be for landing position, and we land and then back down again. That's the difficulty. Good. Okay, let's do the lunges that we did last week. So if you've got the space, we can walk them. So we're just going to lunge together. Okay. Remember, we're aiming for like right angles with the knees. And our back knee, ideally, we want to be just hovering above the floor. Your arms can be wherever you wish them to be. You can have them on your temples, on your hips. Some people prefer to have them on the front leg. So that's just personal preference. There's no right or wrong. Good. And make sure you do both legs, especially if you're just doing it in one, you know, like in one place and not moving it. Okay, so let's make it a little trickier. We're going to lunge and we're going to twist to the front leg. So for this, I have my hands on my temples. So I'm going to lunge, twist, back, together. Lunge, twist, back, together. Don't rush the twist. Hold your core in nice and tight as you're doing it. Let's work those muscles. And if you've got your hands up, don't have them on your head because you'll be pulling it forwards and you'll be affecting your neck. So just place your fingers on your temples. Good, well done, guys. And remember, when we're lunging forward, try not to let this front knee go in. If we can, try and keep it going in a straight line. Good job. Let's use the leg coming through now. So we're going to lunge. And the leg comes from the back to the front. So we can walk these, or you can do them on the spot as well. So we lunge in, lift the leg up. Whoops. Now for this, I don't want you rising up on your toe. Keep your foot flat on the floor. And just bring the leg through. Down and up. Do a few just with your hands still. And then after that, let's add the arm movement in for jumps while still just standing flat on the floor. So here, up, here, up. So just get comfortable, get your balance, work your core. Well done, guys. Super job. Okay, let's make it again. Let's progress that and rise up on the toe as the leg comes through. So we're going to go down and up on the toe, down, up. So really lifting that heel up. Coordinating the movement between the squat, the arms, and the arms moving with the leg coming through. Fab job, guys. This is really good. So think about your axle, 3 jump takeoff, whichever one, double axle, triple axle quad. And that nice strong position. So with the leg coming through, ideally, we want that H position with the foot under the knee and not behind the leg. Here. No flamingo legs. And then let's add the jump onto it. So we're going to go down, up, down, up, down. If you're comfortable with it, if not, leave it at the other stage and just bring the leg through and rise up on the toe. Don't forget you've got arms as well. Work them arms at the same time. Good. Fab. Well done, guys. Okay, relax. Have a drink. Do we feel okay? Let's do some jumps. Now, last week we didn't do, did we do, I don't think we did like waltz jump. Did we do waltz jump, salto and loop? Or was that the week before? Week before? I thought we just did rotation last week, but I could be wrong. Let's start with the actual jumps this time. So let's start with waltz jump and axle. And let's maybe link on the ends of these now a little bit, you know, some more things like last week we're doing the rotation on the end of it and loops and things like that. So let's link jumps now. Just start with the basic waltz jump. Waltz jump, however you go into it. Good. Remember to land, brace on that landing, soften the knee, arms out, extend the positions. Good. Well done. Good. Try and land on the toes and hop it out. Well done. Okay. Now let's link 2 in a row if you're comfortable doing so and you have the space. So we're going to land a couple of hops. Good. Well done. Okay, so for those of us doing the waltz jump, let's do the waltz jump. And this time, we're going to land in the rotating position. with the leg in front, and we're going to hop it around in a circle into a landing position. So we're going to go waltz jump, hop, 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 and open into a landing position. Okay? Have the arms fairly open on the hops around. They don't need to be pulled in tight. Good, good. It's just giving the control on the end. Okay. Good. Okay, let's do what we've just been doing. Let's progress it and put a loop on it as well. So, waltz jump or axel, land, hop, 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 and the loop hop out. Good job. Hold. Well done. Okay. Let us do Salchow. Okay, let's start, guys. Salchow. So hop it around on the spot, swing the leg through, and hold. Check your space. Good, Michael. That was big, that Salchow. That was great. Super. Yeah. No. Yeah. No. That way. Yeah. And up. There you go. Good. I would say you probably need 3-4 hops around a circle. Don't go doing like 10s, because you'll either get super dizzy or super tired. So just get yourself comfortable. Try and remain rooted to the spot. And hold. Good. Well done. Brilliant. Good, guys. Good. Okay, let's do what we did with the waltz jump now. So this time on the landing, stay in the rotation position with the leg loosely crossed. And we're going to hop it out. If you're comfortable doing so, put the loop on the end of it. If not, hop it out and then open into a landing position and control that rotation. Okay, so Salchow, hop it around and loop out. If you can do the loop out, if you're comfortable doing so. Good, well done. Hold. Good. Okay. And remember, on the landing position of this, because we're rotating before, it's a little bit harder to control when we do decide to open. But remember, we've got to work our core and around all here. Arms open into the landing position that we practiced last week at the beginning of the session. Leg extended, knee bent, head looking in the right direction. All these little things to make your landing position look. Should we do one more and then move on to loop? Okay, loop. For me, I stand on my right leg. Hattie will be the other way. We're going to hop it around in a circle. Arms are mirroring the leg, so left hand over left leg. Imagine there's a string. Again, hop around 3-4 times into your loop. Control that landing. Good. So remember, when we're opening from the jump, try not to open down towards what would be the ice, because that would give you the opportunity to fall. Try and open out from your chest that way. Brilliant, well done. Good. Okay, have a drink. We're going to do some just rotations. And then I think we're going to do some spins. So we're going to start, we're not starting with quarters because we've already been rotating at least half. So we're going to start with half turns and we're going to try them both directions. If you can, one after the other. If not, break in between. So half and half. Whatever you're comfortable with doing. If you just want to stick with your normal rotation direction, please just stick with that one. But if you are comfortable jumping both ways, let's even up the sides a little bit. Brilliant. Good. Okay, let's make it a little bit harder now. So between the jumps, I want you to jump, hit your rotation position. So we're going to jump half, rotation, rotation. So I have a bounce in the middle just to get my legs set. But make sure during the half turns that you're crossing the legs. Good. So it's a quick movement, isn't it? Because it's only a half turn, it's quick across. Super, now let's try single rotation. So don't cross on this one, let's just do a single rotation, 2 foot takeoff, 2 foot landing. Just your basic rotation, and if it's super comfortable, link 2 or 3 of them together. So you're just going to do 1 and land. But if it feels nice, let's do quick 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3. Don't forget your arms are just as important. Have a slight counter rotate before you take off to help you. So in the air, you have your arms wherever you're comfortable. For me, like I say, it's in at my chest, but some are more comfortable having one arm lower than the other. But our goal is to not have it too tight on this position because then we can get more. So if it's super tight on a single, we're going to struggle to get more. But the more we practice, the easier that single turn is going to be, the looser we can start having our arms and legs still in the correct position. But instead of being like glued to each other, we can have them slightly more open, which means the more rotations we need, the tighter we can, pull in. Okay, let's do single with rotation position and landing, as most of you are doing anyway now. You've got ahead of me. So let's give that one a go. So 2 foot takeoff, 1 foot landing, rotation position in the air. And if that is super easy, let's try it and take our hands above our heads. If you're comfortable doing so. Fab. Okay, good job, guys. Have a drink. We've done quite a lot of jumps there and quite a lot of squats and lunges beforehand. Let us do spins. So before we get on the spinner, let's just go over the positions and the movements going in, and then we'll get to this. Mary, I thought for 1 second that was your spinner. That massive block was your spinner. I was like, oh, what's this? What's this new massive spinner she's got? Okay, so for the upright position, where do we need to be with our legs? Can you remember? We need to be, attached at knee height, right angle here, in with the arms, or if you cross toe in, squeezed with no gaps between the legs and your ankles together. Don't forget the movement as we enter. The leg is going to pass around the side and in, and you'll need that movement on your spinner as well to make it work. Nice, Juliana. Okay, so the same for sit spin. The leg is going to come around and we're going to go down. For me, I like a straight leg, but do what your position is, because it doesn't matter as long as the leg is in front. There's no gaps between the legs. The knees are together. Turn out your foot and point your toe while you're in it. And then the camel position, which is a spiral position, pretty much. Have your arms how you have them. Some people, I spin for my camel with my arms here. Some spin here. Some spin here. So you do you in the spins, because everybody has a slightly different body position. So let us start with upright spin. Good. So for those of us without a spinner, we're going to go up, up. Let's just hit, or if you feel a little bit more comfortable, you've got a little bit more room, circle the leg and up. So, as I said, I haven't got a spinner, but I need to get one. But one of my pupils, I've been doing it with her, and she prefers, instead of just having one push into it, she pushes a couple of times, which she seems to get into a knee bend a little bit more. So I don't know for some of you whether that would help. But she has her foot planted on the floor here, and she goes 1, 2, 3, and then in. But it allows her to get knee bend, but also to get that leg around. There you go. That was going then. Good, Mia. If you want to try the cross toe on this, do the cross toe. Lovely, Juliana. Juliana's the pro on this. I think she needs to take over. Okay, so for those of us on the spinner, let's do back spin. Yeah, which seems to be a favoured spin. And for those of us without a spinner, for those of us without one, we can still work this on the floor. So you can start here and pull. So we get in that quarter rotation. So Agnes, let me think, which way would you go? Because you're opposite in your spins, aren't you? So you would be here and you would pull this way. So you stand on your left, put your right out to the side with your right hand in front, and snap that quarter turning. Now remember, for back spin, your foot's crossing over, isn't it? It's not like an upright. So for a back spin, you go in and you're crossing the feet over. Yeah, but as you're doing it, Agnes, you're just moving that leg across the front. I want you to turn a quarter turn. So if you watch, I'm facing you now, and then as I snap in, I'm facing the side. Okay, sit spin, guys. Let's see how we go with sit spin. Please make sure you've got space. For a sit spin, remember to start with, you're going to have to be a little bit further down in your knee. So your pushing foot is going to have to be a little bit further away. With an upright, you can kind of get away with it being close by. But a sit spin, you've got a greater drop in movement, haven't you? So you're going to have to, and it has to happen quite quick. Good, Jen. So ideally, you want to mimic the position on the ice with the left arm in front and the right arm back, for me, because I turn counterclockwise. But I'm going a little bit lower with my pushes, and I'm starting to go down during the push, not pushing and then having to drop all that way. weight towards the front of the foot. So as you would on the ice, you'd be on the ball of the foot, on the, like the sweet spot for spinning. Good. Has everybody tried camel before on these? So again, for this, it's like the ice. You want to slowly wind the leg up. Don't just fling it up, otherwise you'll end up doing an illusion, which is pretty cool as well. And you can do on your spinner. So for us without, let's just stand in that camel position, strengthening it, and then you can move it into the upright position. So the legs come slightly around the side into the upright position. Or if you're feeling super strong, you can go from camel into the sit position. I think the thing for the camel is the confidence, because you're having to not lean forward, is it? But your body is more forward. Jen, good save. So for this again, I would start with your body in the camel position instead of starting to push in an upright and then suddenly flinging your body forward and your leg coming up at the same time, which creates a lot of movement. As you would on the ice, as you push into a camel, you're already into the position, aren't you, with your body down, the leading arm in front, and the knee bending as you come. So I would maybe have your body down before and see if that makes it any easier to control. Well done, guys. Okay. What about, have you done, who does back sit on the ice? Does anybody do back sit on the ice? Because some people find the back foot a lot easier to balance with than the front foot. So we could try the back sit. Again, halfway if need be, don't go all the way down. Remember to keep your head up, back straight, same things you would on the ice. So don't lean too far over. Just introduce it, even if it's just a slow turn, just to get comfortable with that movement. So for this, the leg would start out to the side or slightly in front. Now, I know I'm not low enough, but I don't trust this piece of material I'm using as my spinner. Well done. Really good. Yeah, do what you do on the ice. If you grab your foot on the ice, then I would mimic what you do. So an illusion you can do going into your spins as extra levels. And it would be, for me, I stand on my left. It would be my right hand coming down towards my left foot, and at the same time, my left leg fanning over the back. You can do it off your spinner, first of all, and just do the movement. So we're going to go that way. Now, I'm sure you're a lot more flexible than I am, exactly like that, Jen. Yes. And you almost like turn like a 3-turn with it. So if you want to give it a go, if not, we could still do the movement. We can hold on to the wall and we can just kick the leg over at the back in like an arc position. Now, as you can see, mine isn't very high because I'm not that flexible. But actually, you don't have to be overly flexible to do an illusion. It's getting the timing right. It's the tightening of the circle as you're going into a spin. And just at that point where it turns from forwards to backwards is the point where you dip and your leg comes slightly higher and then you back up again. But like I said, you can do it standing still. So if you need to hold on here, you can go here and just get the movement, used to the movement of the like seesaw movement, isn't it really, with the body? But it looks really nice when done on the ice, and it can give you extra levels into spins, which is always a winner. So I would say that's something for us to work on. So it's a little tricky. To be fair, it's something I've learned in the past like year. Never had to do one of these when I was skating. My spins were very basic. But something to work on off the ice to maybe think about putting on the ice when we go back for additional levels. I think we have done for today.